Now, what did I use last time to do this? I don't remember. God damn it. What's up, Espen Enholm? How you doing? Man, I look like shit. I need to shave. Yeah. See, I guess we can put it here. Yeah, that'll work for now. That'll work. Rebecca Combs, Brian, David Huff, Alan Soto. I'm no longer in Las Vegas. So, I'm in California now. Yep. I'm waiting on some pizza. I was gonna, do some more cheese and crackers and stuff. I was like, nah, I really want some pizza. I can't eat the same thing 2 nights in a row. I just can't do it. But I may eat some, cheese and crackers just to tide me over. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's see what we have here. Got some goodies. Snack time with Ted. So, today's story is about a little shit that was told to pull up his pants. Checking into the hotel, there's some little snot-nosed little brat. And I mean, his pants were so low that I could see his butt cheeks. And I felt uncomfortable. I did not like that. So I made a comment to pull his damn pants up. And then he looked at me and starts cussing me out and almost like threatening me. And I knew he was a minor, like 16. And I was like, man, I just should slap the shit out of you right now, you little punk. And his dad was right there, so I just looked at his dad and gave his dad that look. You know the look I'm talking about. So Dad took him outside and laid into him. It's pretty awesome. All right, what do we got here? Let's see, I'll show you. I'll turn that off. All right, this is goat cheese. Got that at Costco. And this is some 2-year-old aged or 3-year-old aged Tillamook white cheddar. And then we have some berry jelly right there. And over here we have an assortment of different crackers. Yes, crackers. Let's do one of those AMSR videos. Here, you can listen to me crunch. Yes, cranberry sauce. Down here, that's right. No, it's not. It's a not blackberry, huckleberry, maybe huckleberry jelly. I like to mix it with the goat cheese. It was a wedding gift. And these are really, really thin crackers. I do love crackers. And this is that aged white cheddar from Tillamook I was telling you about. They sell it at Costco. Also have the good old Ritz to back up. But yeah, I haven't had anything today, but what I have, a small smoothie and banana and apple. Carrots. Carrots are good for you. You guys probably shit, huh? See me eat a fucking vegetable. I love carrots. I do have the munchies too. I got really, really stoned out in the... I got so stoned out in the parking lot. For a second, I was like, where the fuck am I? Really? There's a big parking lot. I was so fucking stoned. I was like, hey man, where the fuck did I walk? I don't recognize this place. This ain't Tijuana. This ain't the donkey show. That's where I thought I was. I had good money to pay. See the donkey show. Donkeys having sex with donkeys and animals. It's a Washington state lifestyle. If you live in Ellensburg, Washington. You guys know that story? About the dude that was having sexy time with the horse? It was like his favorite horse. It was like a farm, an animal farm for sex. And there's all these weirdos. I think it was Ellensburg, Washington. Anyway, the guy, his favorite horse was giving it to him and got a little too excited. I guess that 3-foot long, fleshsicle just decided it was going to go right through him like a pincushion. So it broke through and destroyed internal organs, and he bled to death. Yeah, that'll show you. Boys and girls, don't have sex with animals. No, I actually knew a girl also that had sex with a dog. She had a dog. I used to see her at the, she would be so embarrassed. I'd see her at the movie theater, and I told my friend Buddha that worked there, he knew her, but she got let go not long after he started. I said, oh yeah, I know her real well. I used to be good friends with her roommate. I think it was a roommate or brother, but she used to have sex with a German Shepherd in the living room, and I actually saw it. I was like, you are nasty. You got fleas. You seriously have fleas. You're a dog. Disgusting. Yes, I am judging her. Y'all out there can have sex with, I don't care, you can have sex with your shoes, you can have sex with robots, but there's certain things you can't have sex with. You can't be having sex with fucking animals. No. Pascal Pori, horrible way to die though. Zach Stoll said, well, in other news, LAB's channel is back to 100% positive. Zach Stoll, what do you mean 100% positive? Please enlighten me. Do you mean that he is no longer talking about the trolls and all that? Or do you mean that he now has the ability to go live and he's not getting harassed? I didn't see anything new from him today, so I don't know. But I was quite busy. Pascal Pori says pies. Yes, I have a pie on the way. I have a pizza pie on the way. I was in New York City, and when was it? Years ago. When did we go there? It was my ex-wife and I. And I tried to order a pizza, and the guy played stupid. He knew what I wanted, but he knew I was a tourist and not local. So the prick's like, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Back of the line. And I went to like 3 places and ended up in the back of the line because I didn't know how to order. Because those New Yorkers, man, they know what they want. And they're real quick. They ain't got time for bullshit. They got, how's your pepperoni? Do you do a single type of pepperoni, or do you have 2, or do you do the trio? A lot of places have the special trio pepperoni, or they call it the pepperoni 2. Back of the line. So, yeah, I learned I needed to say slice of pie. Zach still says, no, he is in good standings with the YouTube now. No strikes. That's good. His appeals were successful. Well, that's good. Congratulations. This drink goes out to you, Mr. L.A. Beast. I know that you're not watching these videos. You have better things to do. But this goes out to you, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've heard 2 different things about Shoe Nice. I heard that somebody else took his Twitch and is uploading old stuff. And then I heard that he got in trouble on Twitch. I don't know which is true. I can tell you this. He has blocked me on Twitch. He doesn't want to talk to me. He don't like me no more. And I'm heartbroken over it. I am. So heartbroken over it. I'm gonna become Shoe Nice. Hi. Hey everybody, Shoe Nice again. Well, basically, I don't really have blue eyes. They're brown because I'm full of shit. No, but I do look like Shoe Nice, don't I? It just does the perfect. I gotta do this to be him because of the forehead. Yes. Gotta have that big forehead. Big, manly forehead. Look at all that real estate there. Dude. Oh, I should have. When I was in Florida, I shouldn't have been giving all of that love to all of those lonely men who were giving me money. But I should have been selling my forehead. It's so massive. All this real estate. This is forehead too. Yes, right here. Oh. LA Beast, this is Shoe Nice and I'm coming for you. Don't make my finger get big. It gets big. Really big. Oh, damn it. I forgot how to do it. There it is. Yes, my big finger. I know this is so lame. I'm going to give shout-outs like this. Shout out to Alan Soto. Shout out to Zach Stoll. Shout out to Pascal Porridge. I'm just going to call you PP. Pascal Porridge, I'm going to call you PP. Hey, PP. PP, it is a horrible way to die. Elude Zuninga. Elude Zuninga. You sound really important. Are you important, man? Are you important, guy? Linda, hi, Linda. Brian Snow. Hey, how you doing there, Brian Snow? I wish I had a beard like that. I'd just cut it all off and put it on my head. Cover up my big, large forehead. Let's see, Rob McMaster. Who else is in here?
Terry Orrell, Brandon Giles. Hi, Brandon Giles. I remembered it's a J. It says a G, but it's a J. Rebecca Combs. I need a comb. Yes, for my butt hair. Yeah, you know how cats sometimes puke up big giant hairballs. Sometimes I poop them out. Yeah, I got all this hair. It's all looks like braids. Whole bunch of shit locks hanging out my old butthole. Yeah. No, I am serious. I'm shoe nice, and that's a problem. It's mostly because of the tampons I eat, and they just collect all this hair from all these random pubic hair places, and I don't know how it gets in me, and I just end up pulling out big giant shit locks out of my bottom end. What's up, Stephen Othman? Sounds like you should be selling breath mints. I need to get some of those Stephen Othman mints. I am a little stoned still. It's wearing off, it is, to be honest, but still am pretty stoned. That old purple punch just really punched me all in the sucker. Wank. Stephen Omfment says I got the name right. I am pretty lucky about that sometimes. I do get lucky. Yeah, don't get quite lucky with the ladies. The last lady that I had was when I was married back in New York City. I claim to get a lot of lady action, but I usually only get my right hand. Yeah, most of those truck drivers and the guys that down in Florida, well, the Boot Hill Saloon, they didn't really want to participate in any of that stuff. They were just givers. They weren't takers like me. Yep, old shoe. I'm a giver and a taker. I'd love to take. Here. I know this is horrible that I'm saying this, and I know it's gonna end up on fucking YouTube. That fucking fat Ted Barrus is gonna just start bashing me about this stuff. Joe's Stefani says I look nice. Thank you, Joe. I've been working out. I'm going to be the first actual antique roadshow looking motherfucker in the MMA. I'm going to hit the MMA when I'm about 65. Maybe 68. Yeah, I've been training with a lot of veterans down at the VA hospital for my Crohn's disease. Okay, enough of this stupid bullshit. It's time to change this. I've had enough of this shit. Where's that other good one I like? I'm trying to separate. I just have a very large ego. I'm gonna do this. Look, talking out of a butthole. I hope this gives you nightmares. I really do. I hope this gives you nightmares. Do you know how powerful I have become? I now have the third eye, and I'm going to kill you with it. I'm gonna go inside of your brain and control your dreams. Yes. I'm always cutting myself when I brush my teeth. What's up, Brandon Giles and Zach Stoll? Now you're seeing the real me. Shoe nice. I'm coming for you. I'm a reptilian. I like this one. Hey! I'm a peanut head. Almost. Yes. Oh, there we go. We finally got it. I like this. Hi. I'm Ted Barrus. Yeah. I have the head shaped like an alien's pecker. God, this is fucking creepy. Does it hurt? I was actually really easy to give birth to. I just slid out. This is really disgusting, isn't it? Is it disturbing to you? It's hard to keep my neck this way, to be honest with you. It is. Oh my God. This is it. Yes. Hi. Hey everybody. Ted Barrus again. Thanks for watching. It would be really difficult to live like this. I would just have a little nose hole, and I'd have this big large mouth I could talk out of. I don't know, would I have ears? I don't see any ears. Now we're just, I'm just a talking mouth. But I do have a split tongue. All right. That's it for that one. I know. I like doing that thing. It's playing around with that. It's just looking into the camera lens that all long, just not fun. All right. Let's see. Kyle Glasgow says, "I'll say you have nice teeth." They're not as nice as they could be. My teeth, they look nice and everything, but they're kind of weak. I've taken care of my teeth, and I get cavities, and it's just like genetically, maybe in part cat. But I have to go to the. I'm double covered on dental now, so I'm gonna be going to the dentist here soon. Get a bunch of work done. I went and I made the mistake of I had like 14 fillings, I think, 13 fillings, and they were all the old silver ones that had the mercury in them, supposedly. So I had this dentist in Pullman, Washington, and this son of a bitch talked me into. I never had a problem with one of them, never lost one. He talked me into getting them all replaced with these white ones. Said that because the mercury can leach out. So I did. Cost a lot of money. And they all broke. Every single one of these motherfuckers broke or cracked or came out. Chipped. They're all fucked. And they won't do shit about it. You know why? Because his dad, he ain't doing it no more. He went back to Utah. He's a Mormon, and he went back to the home state, Mormon state, or I don't know how it works, but yeah, he went back to
Utah for Mormon reasons and retired. So he still owns a company, but I'm SOL. Anyway, my pizza's going to be here soon, and I think I'm going to get off here. It's 5 o'clock. I think I'm going to relax. I think we had fun. I don't know what type of update to give you guys, except I'm still not doing YouTube. Not happening. We're not at 100,000 yet. When we get 100,000, I'll come back. I thought about getting some different plaques. I'm going to get some different YouTube plaques made for the background with different things on them. Yeah. I think that'll be funny. I've got some good ideas. And you guys can do that too. Make your own goddamn plaques. You know? Matehu Sugan? Seguin, I want to say, but it's probably Sugan. Said, no, it just got here. Alan, I have all of my teeth. That's a lot of teeth. I've never lost a tooth. I remember I was going to get in a fight with somebody, and this guy knew how important my teeth were. And he was like, no, we need to make rules and all this stuff. And I was like, this was a long, long time ago. And he said something about, I might break one of your teeth. And I said, well, then I'm just going to gouge out your motherfucking eyeballs. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go fucking crazy. And it's because I do have PTSD from multiple things in my life. But one thing I truly have PTSD to, seriously, is teeth. Phobia. When I see people with jacked up teeth, you know, I could be going to an interview and blow the fucking interview, man, because if the guy smiles and I see black things in his teeth, I'm like, whoa. It just freaks me out. I can't control that. If I see somebody with broken teeth, if I see a fight and somebody gets their teeth broken out, or the movie The Dentist, that movie freaks me out. It's because when I was a kid, I was very, very close playing in Little League, and the kid swung the bat, and the catcher wasn't paying attention, and he was not wearing his face mask, and he took that baseball bat full swing into his mouth. I was a little kid, and he was a kid, and he spit teeth, man, and blood, and it was on the ground, and it was like, what the fuck? So, yeah. So when that guy wanted to fight, I was like, you know what's gonna happen. So we didn't even fight. We ended up making up like a couple days later. Clark Mulheron. What's up, Clark? You still driving that Hummer? I want to know, Clark, you still got the Hummer? You still got the Terminator's Hummer? This guy, I don't even know. Should I be talking about that? Is it okay? I've talked about this shit in Beer Time with Ted. Well, this motherfucker owns Arnold Schwarzenegger's Hummer. Swear to God. Real talk. Bought it from him himself. Shit's all badass. I remember when they had the big floods. The hurricane come in. What hurricane was that shit? But the hurricane came in, and the Jersey Shore and all that. And he lives out there. And he was driving in the Hummer. And it was like, the water was like 4 feet deep. And he's like, making videos and shit. I'm like, whoa, that's cool, man. There's people in fucking boats. And you're in a Humvee. Just... Rob McMaster said, I'd like to hear you talk more about PTSD. Would mean a lot to me, and possibly others. Just thought it was worth a mention. Well, the things that I have PTSD from are my getting sexually abused as a kid. One. One time when I got jumped by 4 guys, different accidents I've been in. When I was in a motorcycle accident, walking into my parents' house after my dad shot my mom, shot my brother, and shot himself. The bodies weren't there, but everything else was. There's a lot I have PTSD issues with, but I don't really, I try not to let them bother me. Like, make you stronger. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But it's one reason that I'm so watchful. Like, when I'm walking around with my wife, I'm always looking behind me. You know, I sit down someplace, I'm always looking. If I know people that go to movie theaters and that are combat vets that, you know, had severe PTSD, and they like to sit in the theater in the back with the wall against them. I would like that too, but I like to be in the middle up and see it because I'm getting old and I just like to be closer to the screen. But I always think of things like that. Sometimes that shit keeps me up at night. Sometimes I do have night terrors. Sometimes I just can't sleep, and that's what it is. But I have been very, very good at blocking shit out. I saw a therapist in Astoria, and she talked about these things that we have inside of us, these protectors, our subconscious. You know, we're thinking aloud. And as a kid, I probably developed certain abilities in my head, not like magical powers, but ways to block things out. So some things I have the ability to just really write people off out of my life completely. Like, done. As an example, if I really wanted to be done with Shoe Nice, I could easily just never talk about him again. I could. I don't talk to my family. I mean, things that really bother me and disturb me, I throw them out of my life. I got to get it out of there because it's so toxic. Sometimes it takes me a while to do that, but sometimes it comes back and haunts me. And this therapist said that she was really surprised that I wasn't an alcoholic or an addict or a criminal or in prison or dead. And it turns out, you know, I kind of was an alcoholic. I mean, I was drinking. I've been drinking since 2000. I was drinking from 2007 till 2016. Yeah. It just progressively became more and more and more and more and more, you know? Now I have better ways to deal with things, and a lot of it doesn't haunt me anymore. Sometimes it does, but subconsciously I don't know that, and that's a part of what PTSD is to me, is because I've blocked things out, it still bugs me, but sometimes I don't know why, but it is because of these things that have happened, because I've been able to put that shit together. Cannabis really helps a tremendous amount. I think, and I talk so much about cannabis here on Facebook, but it's helped me so much. You don't see people wanting to fight. You don't see people angry. You don't see people wanting to just destroy, like alcohol and other things, you know. People smoke cannabis, it just tones everything down, you know. If the world outside is really, really loud and you can't take it, well, get a bowl of, you know, some good indica. Not sativa, it's not what you need. Good indica. Smoke that shit and relax. Breathe. You just, you know, sometimes you need that. I don't really know what to say about PTSD because I don't really know a lot about it. I know that PTSD it's just another, I think, a term for internal scars and baggage and things that haunt us internally, you know. And in some ways it it's traumatizing, every time you have that memory. Other times it haunts you. Sometimes it makes you scared. Sometimes it makes you an asshole, There's people out there that have PTSD that are just, they just don't know how to deal with it. So they're raging all the time. If they would go see a doctor, or just fucking start smoking weed, seriously, might help. But I will say sometimes people get these weed withdrawals, they say, and they get all pissed off and angry at the world. I never had that happen, but some people say they have that. I don't believe that shit. But Rob McMaster, well, post-traumatic stress, it can some from anything. Yeah, it could. Somebody could probably have PTSD from a movie, I've lived a fucking crazy life, man. I could just tell you so many things that left scars in me. That things that I end up, like be driving down the highway and I'll just think of Danny. Out of the blue. The argument we had in my apartment. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Take the Valium. Fuck it. Just take it. Go. Because I just scored 30 Valium and we split it. And then, a couple hours later, he's bugging me for it again. This is when I took pills. And fuck it, dude, take it. And then he calls me and I don't pick up the phone. And part of me just wonders, what the fuck did he want to say? What was he going to say? Well, what? I didn't answer that phone. Would it have changed things? Because honestly, part of me wanted him gone. I was going to try to escape in the middle of the night, but, some things, like he said, anything can give somebody probably PTSD. I've had so many second chances, like near-death shit, getting stabbed, the car accidents, my gallbladder, when I had influenza B, and when I found out about my hernias, there's been times I've been lucky that I didn't get killed because of my mouth. I've always been a mouthy fucking prick. I have. It's a fault. Sometimes I just have to bite my tongue, and the older I get, the better I'm getting with that. It's just that it's part of my personality, and all the things that have happened have shaped me to that person. But there's been a couple times that, it's almost got me fucking killed. I was at a strip club, I've talked about it in Beer Time with Ted, in Reno, Nevada, and a bouncer named Carl, I think it was his name, Carl. I was fucking with the bouncer at the strip club. I was hitting on his old lady. It was cocktail waitress, saying she was the finest woman in there and she should be stripping. I'd pay her, blah, blah, blah. I was just being a total douchebag. I was fucked up. I was drunk. And this big motherfucker, MMA guy, didn't even know any of this, but he was like 6'6", fucking huge. And I went outside with him. He followed me outside, and he did a roundhouse kick with his cowboy boots on, because he was like 6'6", and he had like 3-inch heels on, cowboy boots. He did a roundhouse kick, because I started getting lippy with him out there. I said, inside I really embarrassed him. I said, "Oh, what do? You fucking gorilla? You lift tractors for a lifting?" I never forget, because everybody just looked like, damn, this motherfucker got balls. Where's his dump truck carrying him? Or he's stupid. Yeah. Anyway, this motherfucker did a roundhouse kick, and them cowboy boots, that heel just skiffed the tip of my nose. I don't even know why I said what I did, but I said, "Hey, you fucking missed." Knowing he brushed my nose, and he goes, "No, that was the warning." And I instantly sobered up. Reality. I just had a reality check. This man could have removed my head from my shoulders and got away with it. But no, he just sobered me up, tell me he's a badass, I'm a pussy. Get back in there and keep paying them women to dance. So that's what I did. And everybody was shocked when I walked in there. And then I ended up being friends with him. But that wasn't, his name's not Carl. That was a different guy. Carl worked at Centerfolds in Sacramento. But yeah, that was like something else. You know, when I worked at the recovery center, they talked about trauma and PTSD a lot. But there were a lot of times I did not want to attend that. The sessions that they were having, I didn't want to know a lot of their personal stuff. And I thought it was better for me to get it from themselves, you know, instead of where they're forced to in front of their counselor. Because a lot of times we were allowed to sit in on those if they're talking about certain things. The counselor would want to learn a little bit about this. Most of the stuff I wanted to learn about was addiction and manipulation and just about addicts in general. I learned a little bit about PTSD, but not much. And I think that was just because of my own fears of what I would learn about myself. One thing is weird though, man. Where's my fucking pizza? Is working in recovery is how many people that work in recovery are actively using. I mean, what's up, Jeff motherfucking Barrus? How the fuck you gonna drop in here when I'm talking about recovery and recovery centers, dude? Interrupting me on my recovery talk. So, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna put somebody on blast. Certain people should work in recovery. If a recovery center would, I loved doing that. I really did, and I thought I was good at it. And if a recovery center, you know, offered me a job, seriously, to be a recovery tech again, and said there was a stipulation you had to delete all your pot videos and stuff and smoke cannabis if you do it, you know, don't be vocal about it. So I probably could do it because I have a passion for that. I know that probably surprises some people, but some recovery centers do allow staff to smoke cannabis. But like I said, they can't publicize that shit. They can't come to work smoking smelling like weed and stuff like that. Because some places it's the same as, you know, drinking beer. But what I wanted to tell you was the recovery centers, there's a lot of shady ones. There's a lot of shady things that go on. There's a lot of favorites. There's a guy named Drew, and he's not a good person. He's an addict himself, and then he manipulated his way into getting an administrative position. And I watched this low-life piece of vile scum, and bro, I can't, man, I know somebody I'm gonna go straight asshole right now, because this is bringing back some shit for me. Somebody will share this with you, because a lot of people that I'm still friends with in recovery watch this, and they're friends with you, and they know how much I despise you. But this toilet wand, this big, giant, floating piece of brown trout, he would sexually harass women every goddamn day. Every fucking day. And his name's Drew. And he works at Clean. And if you were a female client there, man, you should, and you were sexually harassed by him or something worse, you should sue them. Real talk. Some people deserve to work in recovery, and a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. I dealt with it by drinking, but I deal with it a lot better today. Having my wife talk to and actually smoking cannabis, it would help deal with it. But so many people, man, drink. I don't know how many of the res techs were just getting smashed on a nightly basis. And counselors seeing them at a bar, it's like, whoa, man, you're in recovery. I know that. Because you learn about the counselors. You get to know the counselors real well. And if a counselor is in active recovery, he's not allowed to drink. It's like a rule. You can be a counselor and drink, but you can't be actively bragging about you're in recovery and be out in the bar drinking and then counsel addicts. No, it doesn't work that way. And I saw that happen. I saw counselors that were going to the dispensary. That's how I ended up smoking weed again. I went to Astoria, Oregon. And the only reason I'm telling you this, I'm still waiting for my pizza. And it's people on Facebook might want to watch, or YouTube might want to watch it too. There was a new dispensary in Astoria, Oregon, just opened up. Recreational cannabis had been around, and I hadn't smoked because I'm working in recovery. I work with addicts. I can't do that. I'll get fired. So I want to go in and see a dispensary. So it's called The Pharmacy. And to this day, it's probably my favorite pharmacy still, because they were so awesome, everyone there. And the bud that I got was called Jonah's Hash Plant. That and some other stuff. And I was in there and I was all nervous, and that guy could tell. He was like, dude, you're a noob. He didn't say that, but he could tell I was a noob. And he's like, you're okay, man. You're in a safe place. Nobody knows you're in here. And because I came in with the hoodie and everything. And I was like, I got a job, man, that I could get fucked. And he was like, oh, well, there's people that work in treatment centers that come in here. We keep shit on the deal. I'm like, what? He goes, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's what I do. I work over in Long Beach. Oh, yeah, there's a couple. They're counselors that come in, black and white. A black guy and a white gal. Oh, that's my boss. Those are my bosses. Nuh-uh. They're both in recovery. You're bullshitting me. No, man. I didn't tell him he was in recovery. I was like, no way. I was like, yeah. He even knew his name. And I'm like, fuck it. Well, what can I buy? How's this shit work? What's this? What's that? I don't know. It was like a whole new world. So I went home and I was all nervous because in my apartment complex, I had a fourplex in El Waco. I had a coworker living in the same apartment complex. So, man, I did the old trick with the dryer sheets in a paper towel roll, and I would just blow out that shit. And then eventually I didn't give a fuck because I was going to move to Portland and change my life because I saw the light. Cannabis was going to change my life. One of the reasons that I wanted to go to the dispensary is because I was looking up cannabis. One of the clients said, man, he should be withdrawing with some weed. And we had a guy that was detoxing from opiates and benzos. That's a tough withdrawal. And it was really, really bad. Guy couldn't get out of bed. And I was like, yeah, that probably would help, And just thinking that. So then I went and I looked it up. And I was like, I can't look it up here. They're going to see what I was searching for. So I went home and was looking it up, and cannabis and opiate withdrawal. And I just started looking up cannabis, all these different benefits. Cannabis was helping with this and that. And I looked up this stuff called THCV. Couldn't find any of it at that dispensary. I found that when I moved to Portland, the Durban Poison. Yep. And that's, yeah. What's up, Jeff Bears? Rob McMaster, I'm glad this pizza guy is taking a while. This is golden content. Thank you. I'll be rewatching this. Well, Rob McMaster, it will also be on YouTube because Mr. Gavriel is going to be running a new YouTube channel. He's going to be putting it up. It's going to be called Ted Barrus Facebook Vlogs. So if you're on YouTube, you like watching on YouTube, it's going to be the same video on here, on there. And then there'll be links in there to my channel and his channel, his main YouTube channel. And he'll put up his own cuts of my stuff, and maybe I've given him permission to even take some of my old videos if he wants to do like dissect them or talk about them, whatever. I don't know. It's yeah. Because there's a lot of people that miss the content on YouTube that don't want to come to Facebook. And I understand that. I just ain't trying to go back to YouTube. YouTube ain't going to do for me what they did for LA Beast. I ain't no LA Beast. Yeah. So, you ain't going to see me coming back for at least a year. What's funny is YouTube just started going after these bot companies that make the fake subs and views. It's funny, these big channels are dropping numbers. Anyway, I'm gonna go, man. I can't keep this going. This motherfucking thing's gonna be too long. Shout out to Charlie Chill, Charlie Travels, Charlie Green. I heard the good news, sir. You will get to see your daughter, or at least talk to her. Any of you out there, any of you, man, this is not me being a fucking know-it-all. This is proven. This is any of you out there that have an addiction problem, that you're an addict. I really want you to listen to what I'm about to say. If you're struggling to get clean and you're trying to do it for others and you keep trying to do it for others, it's never going to work. You got to do it for yourself. If you have a daughter, if you have a son, if you have a mom, and you just want to, you got to do it for yourself. This has to be about you. It's not them. It's you. And until you get this, you're just going to keep relapsing. And I've met people that have relapsed 60 times because they never get it. And then eventually they die. That's what was hard about working in recovery. But, yeah, so congratulations. And good on not listening to the haters, ignoring them. They're not worth it. Yeah, your brother's a piece of garbage, and it is his big nasty bully fucking best friend. Yeah. I ain't gonna mention no names. It's not worth it. Just try not to pay attention to that shit, man. Focus on yourself. And every day, every single day is a new day. I used to have addicts tell me, man, they don't live like day by day. They live hour by hour. If they can make it an hour to the next hour, to the next hour, then they can make the next day, then the next day. It's baby steps. So, yep, shout out to you, buddy. Tamika Vincent, Rob McMaster, Jeffrey Bears. Got 12 people watching. I'm not sure who all is watching, but if I did not mention your name, you have 10 seconds to put it so I can mention you before I bounce out, because I'm thinking my pizza's going to be here any minute. They said 40 minutes. And it's been damn well 40 minutes. 1098-765. Brian Snow. What's up, Snow? Samantha Payek. Is it Payek? Pajek? Samantha Pajek or Payek? I want to say it's Payek. I know sometimes the J can sound like a Y. Peck. Peck. I don't know. Polak. What is it? Polak. Huh. All right. Samantha Polak. 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 Now I don't even know. It's Polish. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. If you want to watch it from the beginning, I did try to creep people out and add some entertainment and some funny shit to it. You can. For you guys just tuning in, I am not coming back to YouTube until that number is hit. And thank you for watching, like always. Whatever. Spice it up. Do something with your life. Stop being a bozo.